everybody, a very warm welcome to Wellbeing Core. My name is Lola Oni. Today I will be talking about water. Yes, water. About 70% of our body is made of water. A huge percentage of our blood is made of water. So, I will be talking about the function of water in our body, what happens when we don't have enough, and how we would know that we actually have enough water in our body, as in how much water intake is enough. So, I start with what water does in our body. Water helps with food digestion. It helps with breaking down our food and passing it through the gut. Water is also important for moving the nutrients around our body. Water is important for moving the waste products that our body produces. Every cell produces waste. So water helps with moving that waste away from our body cells and to the organs that are responsible for getting rid of the waste. So water is quite important for getting the waste to the kidneys, and with enough water, the kidney is able to get rid of the waste where we pass it out as urine. So water is important for the kidney to function very well, because if you imagine that there isn't enough water and waste is still being produced, the body is still doing what it should do, but with a little bit of difficulty because there isn't that vehicle. The vehicle is water, and the vehicle is not really present. So the body is doing what it should do with a bit more difficulty, and when these waste products produced by every cell finally gets to the liver, it gets there in a concentrated form, which again makes it difficult for the kidney. So the kidney is struggling to actually extract the waste from the blood, and in its concentrated form as well, which usually does damage. So water is important for transporting nutrients as well as moving the waste out of the body. Water helps to keep our skin and hair and nails healthy. Water helps to lubricate our joints, our spinal cord, our brain. Water helps to keep our mouth, nostrils, and eyes moist, because having dry eyes, dry nostrils, dry mouth is very, very uncomfortable, and definitely it affects the vision when the eyes are not moist. It affects our swallowing when our mouth is not moist. It affects our chewing when our mouth is not moist. So water is very important for moisturizing. Water also helps to regulate our body temperature. So what happens when we don't have enough water? Tiredness and fatigue sets in. Those are the first signs that we are beginning to get dehydrated. We begin to feel fatigued. Headache, dizziness, confusion may set in, dry skin, low blood pressure, because then there is lower blood volume. So low blood pressure, increased heart rate, because the heart is struggling to push this. There isn't enough fluid, but it's struggling to still push these nutrients to still do its pumping job. And yeah, obviously inadequate detoxification. So water is important just by the very fact that 70% of our body is water. That alone shows how important it is. Water is the best fluid ever. Water is the best fluid. That's why it's natural. It's natural. So that's fluid in its most natural form. So sweetened drinks, energy drinks, fizzy drinks, all manner of drinks that have had to be made with water. Water is the base fluid. But sometimes the detrimental part of drinking other fluids that have been sweetened or or carbonated is the fact that it's been sweetened with sweeteners, sugars, preservatives, colorings. So we have to be mindful of that as well. Water is the best fluid ever. And how do we know that we have drank enough water in the day? Now, the quantity to drink will vary from one person to another, from one climate to another. Hot climate, people might be, have to drink loads because it's hot and they're sweating a lot. More temperate climate, well, they still need to drink water. Still need to get the body moving, but may not necessarily need as much as someone who lives in warm, very hot weather. So I'll show you a chart now that would indicate what your urine color would look like when you are well hydrated and what it will look like when you are dehydrated. So there. Number 1 and 2, which is pale yellow, indicates that you are well hydrated. Number 3 is a sign of dehydration, when you can very clearly see the yellow in your urine. So pale yellow should be your target. Number 3 is an indication of dehydration setting in. So try to drink a little bit more. When it begins to get stronger than that, and in particularly looking really dark yellow and brown, please speak to your medical practitioner. Please speak to your medical practitioner. So, if you, at the moment, do not drink as many as about 8 to 10 of these every day, from today, from this week, make it a weekly thing. Just add one of this to your drink every day. Just 1 glass, add 1 glass of water to what you're currently drinking every day. In week 2, add another glass to that. And very gradually, you will get yourself used to drinking adequate amounts of fluid. And you would see the difference in the freshness of your skin. You would feel the difference. And you would see the difference even in the color of your urine. It becomes lighter. Honestly, your kidneys will be happier for it. So thank you for listening. I hope this has been a very useful video, and I shall see you in the next one. Take care then. Bye-bye. You can live long and live well at the same time.